My documentary project involved spending time with Susan Proctor, who lives in Vail, North Carolina, and her flock of purebred Montadale and Romeldale sheep. Both breeds of sheep are considered dual purpose, which means that they're used both for their wool and for their meat. A commercial lamb buyer, E.H. Mattingly, was obsessed with the idea of producing the ideal sheep. Early in his youth, Mattingly had been advised that if he could bring together the qualities of the big western white-faced sheep and the popular mutton characteristics of the Midwestern sheep, he would be well on his way. It was some time before Mattingly was able to begin his project, but in 1932 he drove to Montana, where he purchased the first Columbia ram to go east of the Mississippi River. This ram was crossed on purebred Cheviot ewes, and the resulting lamb crop provided sufficient proof that his mission was on target. It took Susan Proctor over 4 years of research before she decided on the Montadale sheep. She was looking for a breed of sheep that had fine wool for spinning and clean legs and faces that would not need to be sheared. Many of the breeds that she considered would not survive in the southeastern climate because they did not have the necessary parasite resistance. With frequent warming, they may survive a few years, but that was not the direction that Susan wanted to go. Though the Montadale sheep comes in other colors, the desirable color is white, and it is a real crystal white. In 2001, Susan purchased 2 bred ewes, a ewe is a female sheep, from a woman in Oregon. Those 2 ewes and their offspring became the start of Susan's flock. Not too long after Susan started with her Montadale sheep, she got a telephone call from the breeder that she bought the sheep from, asking her if she had any interest in a small flock of Romeldale sheep. The Romeldale is a very rare American breed. Like the Montadale, the Romeldale is the result of a cross of 2 different breeds of wool sheep, the New Zealand Romney and the Rambouillet. The Romeldale is known for its multicolored fleece, and because of this, they're a hand spinner's dream. Because with a wool sheep, you're feeding both the sheep and the wool, there is more maintenance required in wool sheep than with the hair sheep. So-called hair sheep are sheep that do not need to be sheared. They're very common in the southeast. Not only do they require more frequent hoof care, they also require more frequent worming, all of which Susan does on her own. And of course, because they're wool sheep, they need to be sheared. This is professional sheep shearer Jonathan Hearn. He lives up in the mountains of Asheville, and he's been shearing sheep his whole life. You can see that. He's very good at it. Susan either sells her wool to a mill in Weaverville, or she sells it to hand spinners in the area. She also keeps a good bit of it herself. Of course, spring brings lambing time. Spring is the time of new beginnings on any farm. This brings the end to this project. Thank you for watching.